Welcome to this week's Give Voice to Your Vision, where we stop the spinning wheel, get real, so it's clarity you feel. I'm very excited for this week's episode. We are back after a hiatus, ready to kick off 2024. We're talking about align, streamline, and flow. So let me ask you, we have a training for you today. I have a training for you today. We're talking about getting our momentum, income, rhythm going for the year. I know here we are at the beginning of February. So how's this year going for you so far? Have you found yourself spinning and not moving the needle as fast as you like? You're not alone, having too many plates in the air. So if you're ready to get inspired, get clear, get into action, that's what today's training is designed to help you do, so that you can help people create income and the impact that you feel called to make. That's what I'm talking about. We've been on a hiatus for the summer and it stretched into the holidays. And I'm very excited, a little nervous to be back with you live. We're talking about this align, streamline, and flow because you've probably seen it happening out there. If you're spending any time online, you're a coach, you're a healer, you're here to create transformation, to share your expertise, your voice, your vision, your message. That's why we call it Give Voice to Your Vision. Your business is the most powerful way that you can give voice to your vision, reach and serve more people, and create the thriving, lovely lifestyle that you want. So today I'm going to share 3 simple steps to help you align with what? Align with the truth of who you are, align with your ideal audience, align with what it is that you are called to create and bring forward in the world, align with your prosperity. And streamline what's the simplest, fastest possible way, and find your flow. That is momentum. So much easier to keep going than it is to get going, so that you can soar in 2024. Soaring means you're not flapping so hard. Your wings are spread wide and you are cruising at a higher altitude. So how do we do that? We have been talking to so many amazing transformation agents, coaches, and healers, and people who have this wisdom, expertise, transformation, a message to share, and they're called to share it in a bigger way. And everybody is feeling pulled in a million different directions, everyone that we've talked to. So that's why I decided to start with this training. I'm going to share these 3 simple steps to help you get that tuning fork feeling in your business, streamline your busyness, and find your flow, so that things are rolling and happening in your business in a way that feels good to you, that's consistent, creating consistent income, creating consistent lead generation, and really aligned with the truth of who you are. So you're having some fun, right? More fun, more flow. So welcome. It's been a minute. I'm a little jittery. I like that. If you're here in my Power Up Your Presence group on Facebook, definitely connect with me in the comments. Let me know your takeaways. Let me know your number 1 questions. We always make sure to try and answer any questions that happen in that group while we are live. If you're watching on YouTube, great. Welcome. Comment. Let us know your takeaways. Let us know your questions there. Add value to others who may help find this. Click, like, subscribe, do all of those good things if you're resonating and picking up what I'm putting down. And let's jump into the training. I want to talk about these 3 steps that are going to help you attract that steady stream of amazing clients, help you to create consistent income, because that income is the foundation of your business, takes your business out of the hobby realm and into the thriving and jiving realm, and so that you can create more income, your audience and your business will be aligned, streamlined, and happening in that consistent rhythm that you want, so that you're having the life that you want as well, making the difference that you want as well. Right now, we're in an epidemic. It's not going to slow down, you guys. I don't know if we can call it an epidemic. It's the new normal. Constant technology upgrades. AI is here. Constant opportunities and tools, resources, platforms that we can be seen, be heard, and be hired, which are the 3 steps that we have to take in order to grow our business. And it has become epidemic, although, like I said, I don't know if we can say that anymore, to feel like we have to do this and this and this and this and this and this, and then we can actually create the business that we want. And so I want to rewind that and help you reverse engineer your business today, especially in the transformation space. Sometimes we don't want to think of it, or we don't feel like we can think of it, or that we know how to think of it as a business. And your transformation business is important. The world is waking up, and there's an acceleration happening. So people are looking for what you bring, and today's training is about how to help you do that, get it out there for them. So those 3 steps that have to happen for your business to thrive, and for you to have that impact and income that you want. The income in your business is a manifestation of your alignment with the truth of who you are, and your thriving business is going to reach and serve more people than you will ever know, right? And so I'm also going to tell you the number one thing that will help you to create that real-time revenue result and momentum, as well as making everything feel easier and faster and more effective in your business, everything being your visibility, your marketing. So what are those 3 steps that you need in order to create them? It may sound basic, but it can be so easy to get caught up in this speaking platform, this group program offer, this tool for my email list. Now everybody's up in arms about the email, that shift and transformation that's happening, right? There's a million things that are going to call your attention. And if you will dare, if you will choose, we were just on a Visibility Success Accelerator call. We were all talking about choosing to focus some point of your day, your rhythm, on these 3 things that can move the needle in your business first, or in the top of your priorities, in your optimal time of the day. You will create income, you will have momentum in your business, you will grow, you will reach and serve more people, and you will be able to stop relying or falling into that hustle and grind mode so much, which is actually kicking the can down the road. All right. That's why we want to align. So first of all, what are we aligning with? We're aligning with that thing we're here to do, the truth of who we are, the full depth and breadth of our creative being that has a message to bring through and a desire to create a business and a life that you want. Okay. Aligning with you, the truth of who you are. Also aligning with the people that are most aligned to work with you, right? Your audience, aligning what it is that you do, and meeting them where they are, those ideal clients, in your language. Okay. The number one priority that we're going to help you to do that is coming up here in just a second. It's going to help you really align with your audience, so that they get what you do and want to work with you. Right. And then we have to align with the business that we're creating. Right. And let it be a business, and let it be growing and flourishing, and put it first. Have the work-life balance. There's you, there's your audience, and then there's the message that's coming through, which is going to thrive and reach and serve more people when you are lining up with it and what it has to bring forward. So the 3 steps to create this wonderful, mysterious, elusive state for some of us, of being in alignment, and streamlining our busyness and all the millions of different things that we could do. I call it scattershot visibility, where we're just like, blah, I'm going to be visible. And it can lead to burnout and frustration, because you feel like you're doing everything and no one's listening and no one's buying. The 3 things that have to happen in your business are: we do need to be visible. We need people to know about you. They need to hear about you, see you. They need to hear you. And that means they need to understand what you're saying and how you could help them and how to sign up. Right. And that 3rd thing that has to happen is people have to know how to hire you. And that means you have to invite them to work with you, which is all about making offers. So the 3 steps to having that state are finding a way to get visible and that feels good and true to you, and finding the words that you can use so that people get what you do. Right? That's clarifying your message. 2nd step, people need to see you, hear about you. And then clarifying your message is sharing what you do, sharing how you help in a way that they get it in terms of what it can do for them. All right. This is the gap that is so elusive, especially for those of us in the transformation space. It's hard for us to articulate what we do. And we've had the transformation. We're closer to the solution than the problem. How do we build that language, clarifying your message? So here's the thing. You don't clarify your message behind the scenes in a perfect little Google Doc and then display it for the world and all the people just start to click and buy, right? You clarify your message through implementation. Okay, you clarify your message through implementation. And then the third thing that has to happen in order for you to reach that soaring state where you're not flapping so hard is you have to find a way to sell stuff. Okay. And for most of us in this coaching and healing space, that means making offers. And how are we going to make offers? I'll tell you I'm going to talk to you about why making offers matters, what it can do for you, and how you can get clear about how to do it. Because the truth is, especially in the coaching healing industry, some of us wish we didn't have to do any marketing at all. And when it comes to making offers, again, I was just on another call. We did an exercise that is very expansive and sometimes a little bit edgy for people to do some expansion work to line up with their what I call your prosperity pricing. And people were feeling weird. It was like, we feel some discomfort around inviting people to hire us, depending on where you are in the world. Culturally, that's a thing, especially in the service-based industries, teaching, healing, coaching. We have some people would call it mindset work. I call it like energy alignment, tuning fork work. We need to line up with that real value that we bring. So there's some discomfort around making offers. And in the worst case, we can think, well, I'm doing everything, I'm being visible, but nobody's asking me about working with me. It's one of the biggest mistakes that people make when it comes to offers is that they just don't make them. They don't know how to bring people to that conversation in a way that's actually uplifting for both you and your potential client. That's what I call my inspired selling framework. So why do offers matter? This is the number one priority. Your inspired offer is what we call it in my world, your inspired offer, because inspiration is something you receive and it needs to include your own inner guidance, expertise, and wisdom. And then there are some simple proven strategies and frameworks for you to actually make that offer. But when your offer comes from inspiration, it'll be closer to the truth of who you are because it'll be a little bit more expanded, etc. So why does it matter? Why is your offer the number one priority to focus on and dial in your business in order for you to align, streamline, and find your flow, which means consistent sales, leads, income, growth, creating the prosperity that you want, the impact that you want, reaching and serving as many people as you want. So why it matters is because revenue is the foundation of a business. It's tangible, it's measurable, of course, but most of us feel like, well, I'm not just in it for the money. I want to contribute. I want to make a difference. And the thing is, if you're not in it for the money, then it's going to be really easy to avoid making offers, right? And then you're going to find this struggle and it's going to kind of drag on. And I've just seen it happen a million times. So decide to have a business isn't just because you want to. If you decide to have this real thriving business and to grow that business, because we're either growing or contracting, we're expanding or contracting, nature of the universe. So having an offer that really speaks to the highest transformation that you can help your clients to have. I call that your rather than your high ticket offer, your high transformation offer, matters because your business matters and your business will reach and serve more people than you'll ever do. And if your business doesn't have revenue, consistent revenue and growing, thriving, wonderful revenue, then you're going to be in that hustle and grind mode. And it can cause self-doubt. It can cause uncertainty. It can start to feel like nothing works and nobody wants it. So it matters for your own confidence and clarity. It matters. Your offer, your inspired offer is the foundation of having a business because it's helping you create that sustainable income that you need in order to have the business that you want and in your life, and for your business to have the revenue that it needs in order for you to make the investments that you want to reach out on all those different platforms and do all the things you want to do. So that's one reason why it matters. The other reason why it matters is, and this is what it does for you, that when you dial in your offer, now, what does that mean? It means you know how to speak to the value, the results, the core promises that your ideal clients are looking for. And you know how to frame what you do and how you help them through the language of those results. Okay. It's so powerful. And when you can do that and you've honed in on these core client results based promises, and you've lined up with the full value of what it is that you can help people to do, you feel clear, you feel confident. But then you also have the language and the clarity and the confidence. All of that language and that work that you've done is the foundation of your marketing, your visibility, of what you put out in the world to be seen, of how you share what you do to be heard, and how you position people to hire you. And it all starts with this foundation. So when you have this highest transformation offer done and dialed, and you can skip some of the small stuff, the tripwires and the triggers and the low cost programs, and jump right into those highest results. All that other stuff can come in later and can become your lead gen and your outreach and your service to the people who maybe aren't in a place yet where they can work with you. That's your message in the world. All right. And that's great, but you'll have the revenue, the foundation, and the sustainability that you want in your business so that you can stay in that highest alignment with that message and that transformation that you want to work with the highest aligned clients that you want to work with. And your business can be broadcasting at that higher frequency. I call it really honing and owning your frequency factor. The signal that you broadcast becomes crystal clear for the people you're most trying to reach. Okay. And so that's what's possible when you have this inspired offer, your highest transformation offer done and dialed. And that's why it's the secret, the number one priority to align with who you are, with who you want to serve, and the business you want to grow, and streamline and simplify all the many, many, many different things that you're doing and you could do every day to get your message out there and be seen, be heard, and be hired. And it also ensures that that last piece of the puzzle is going to happen, which is where people actually sign up, right? And you create that revenue, and they sign up consistently, and they pay full price, and they are ready to have that transformation. So that's why your offer matters. It also helps you to focus. Like when you're focused on that's my main thing, it can help you prioritize all the other things you do in order to make that main thing go. Okay, it gives you the language for all your marketing and content becomes easier to create. It becomes more effective. It becomes faster, and it actually has people coming in to know, not only see you, not only hear your message and love it, but also to hire you. And so what that does for you saves you time, energy, attention, frustration, and content creation. It also helps you to position that conversation so that when people you do have your sales process dialed in, the way that people go from seeing and hearing you to actually saying, yes, here's my credit card, right? It allows you to be crystal clear on that, the transformation that's possible there for them and for you. And so how do you do this? I say that we are so close to our own transformation and what we bring through that it's very difficult to hone in on the promises of our core offers or any offers without outside perspective, because we're just too close to it. So listing the actual results that your clients have gotten in your own words is the first step. And then you're on a journey and an exploration, and there's all kinds of different ways that you can. And we do this in our Inspired Offer Workshop for you. We help you to do it, to move from those results that you know that they can get, that they need, and find the language, those core, most highly desired results, to articulate your offer in words that the people who will sign up can understand. So there's one of the biggest mistakes I've already said that happens around making offers and invitations is that we just don't get around to it, or we don't realize that we need to be really specific about here's what I do and here's how you can work with me. And then we feel weird about it. So getting the support we need to find the language, reframing. It's why we reframe, in my world, we reframe the sales conversation as a sacred moment or an expansion moment for both the potential client and for you, whether they sign up or not. And so having a way to do that conversation and invite people to that conversation that feels as good as doing the sharing the message and doing the work that you love to do, makes it easy, lets you soar because you have some support and some help to navigate all the nitty gritty of how do I do that. So if you're just joining us, welcome. Let me know that you're here. If you've received value from this so far, please share your takeaways and let more people benefit. We've been talking today about how do you align, streamline, and flow. I talked about these 3 steps that you need to have in place in your business and have a implementation plan ready to go so that you can attract a steady stream of clients, make offers so that people will actually sign up and create the income that you need, have the audience that you want, and have it in a state of alignment, ease, and flow without adding more hustle and grind to your plate. And we talked about, yes, you probably know this, to have a thriving business and people need to see you, they need to hear you, meaning they need to understand what it is you do, what you can do for them, right? And they need to hire you. So the number one priority in your business, just recapping what we've covered today, is having the language of what I call your highest transformation offer, your inspired offer, dialed in a way that your best clients get it and want it. And then you have to know how to invite them to that conversation, or some people want to help you like make them click a button and buy. That would be so much easier. But often those clicks and click the button to buys work much better after you've actually talked to people. So the number one priority to get dialed in order to have the income you want, it's the foundation of your business. We talk about it in my Frequency Factor Masterclass, where I review the 3 steps to create 6 figures in your business right away. And it starts with your offer. I say inspired offer because that's some inspiration is something you receive, and we need to include and come from that inner guidance, inner knowing, self-trust place. Some of the mistakes that people make around their offer is that they try and do everything that's suggested. Like, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to have a tripwire and a low level and a mid level and a high level, and it's going to be all this thing. And we build this empire before we've actually created some revenue and some clarity and articulated what it is that we do as well as we could. Okay. Some people make the mistake of doing nothing because they spin. It's just overwhelming. Like, how do I do this? And they feel like, well, I put this offer out there, nobody bought it, so now I'm going to go put something else out. Instead of like, well, wait a minute, let's look at that offer. How did it work? What didn't work? So that's what we start with all of our clients, is helping you dial in the language of your inspired offer. We are going to do another inspired offer workshop coming up next month, so stay tuned, or DM me if you want to get early dibs on that, or comment below. Happy to reach out to you. So that you can walk through this process of it step by step. Why does your inspired offer matter? I'm just recapping for you if you're just joining us. It clarifies all your marketing, makes it easier and more effective. It actually means that you'll be creating revenue. And when you have it done and dialed in, you know how to position it. You know how to invite people to come and have the conversation with you if they're interested. You know how to find out if they're interested. And then you know how to have that conversation in a way that's completely transformational and beneficial to them. That dreaded, scary sales conversation is beautiful. It's a sacred moment. And then when they sign up, whether they sign up or not, it becomes super valuable. And you also know how to do it. So that expands your confidence. It expands your clarity. My confidence and clarity formula, is courage plus inspired action equals clarity and confidence. So some of these things happen through the doing. That's why we focus so much on implementation in my world. So the mistakes that people make are trying to do everything. I'm going to have all these little offers, and I'm going to build a membership site, and because we've seen what's out there and we want to do it all, which is great. Focusing on that inspired offer, that highest transformation offer, is going to help you get there sooner, believe me. Or they do nothing. The second mistake is doing nothing because they're overwhelmed and they don't know what to do first, or they just don't have the clarity and the support they need to figure it out. And sometimes it's also the third mistake that can happen, and I've done it myself, is doing what someone else told you the way that they told you without including your own inner guidance, inspiration, expertise, without finding your voice in it. So then we can say, well, I bought that $10,000 program and I did what they said, but it didn't work because maybe there was it was not the highest alignment for you. You were trying to do it their way without including your voice, which can be elusive, right? We just want to get it going. So whether any of that applies to you or not, it almost always touches on our ability to make offers at some point in our entrepreneurial journey, and you're not alone, myself included. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. The value of leaving the hustle and grind behind by simplifying your business and focusing on this highest transformation offer, dialing in the language of that offer so that it really resonates with your best clients, and then building the simplest possible system and rhythm for implementation, and the system that actually helps you to be seen, be heard, and be hired in the shortest path. When you have these promises of your offer dialed in, it's much easier to make those decisions. It's much easier to discern, which is my word of 2024, to discern what is the best use of your time, energy, attention, and focus, and to help you make sure that you're crafting the time that you need in your life and in your business to be intentional about whatever your marketing is happening out there. Is how is it leading people to sign up and work with you? And that's for the greatest good of all, including them, including you, including your business. And when your business is thriving, you're serving the world closer to your highest potential. All right, if this has been valuable for you, please comment below. Let me know your takeaways so more people can benefit. We are back with our weekly Give Voice to Your Vision for the time being, most Thursdays at 1 o'clock Pacific. If there's any topics that you want to hear about, I'd love a comment or a DM, and we'll weave those into the magic. And until now, until later, we'll see you then.